You guys wanna know the problem with tanks at the moment? Tanks are incredibly OP. They're incredibly OP, okay? Yeah? Like, anyone can 1v4 with tanks, you know? But the problem is the Bruiser role. So why is the Bruiser role a problem? The Bruiser role has access to the best tank killer items, right? So mages have what? Leandri and Void Staff, and AD carries have Lord Dominic's and Kraken Slayer. Well, Bruisers, they have 1 Black Cleaver, which is very, very OP. 2, they have Divine Cinderer, and then they also have like Cerellia's Lord Doms if they want, and then they also have Blade of Rune King. But that's not the problem. Okay, so one class has access to more tank beating items than another class. That's not the big problem. The big problem is Bruisers as a class naturally counter tanks. So you have this thing where you're doubling down. Every Bruiser in the game counters tanks. Camille true damage, max health damage, Darius true damage, Gnar max health damage, Gangplank, Armor Pen, Gwen, max health true damage, Irelia, every single Bruiser is the same story basically. So you have a class who naturally beats tanks, and then with the most tank killing items as well, and then with runes, they have the best of beating tanks as well. So you have all these sources of beating tanks put into one class. Well, then you get into a game state where a tank, okay, a tank then has an easier time 1v2, 1v3ing the enemy team than he has beating a Bruiser in a 1v1. Does that make sense? Like, there's a lot of these games when I play Scion or, you know, Volley Bear, Tank Volley. I have an easier time beating enemy bot side and the jungle on top of that than I would have beating one Bruiser. Really weird spot for tanks at the moment. They're not weak, it's just Bruisers counter them very, very hard. Riot cannot nerf Bruisers, tanks will take over then, but the Riot will have to do something because it's like really messed up. So that's the position tanks are in at the moment.